So, here we go.
He was filled with childish frustrations and complexes. The police were searching for James Thomas, believed
Hello. You're listening to Midnight Movie Gang. It's currently 8:10 p.m. Night Movie Gang. I'm here with my buddy Joseph. Say hi, Joseph.
Hi.
Hi. And Joseph is here with his sexy hair. And we're here at Midnight Movie Gang. He has a nice haircut. We're here at Midnight Movie Gang. If this is your first time tuning into the show, this is a show where we typically talk about horror, sci-fi, cult classics, lesser known, kind of, the midnight, the movies you watch at midnight type deal. And this movie we're talking about today is in a franchise that we have come back to a lot. Friend of the show franchise.
We just need to complete the set. That's the main reason we're doing this. We can't leave it unwatched.
Well, honestly, what triggered me really want to watch is a new trailer for Predator Badlands came out the other day.
Oh, a new one? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it didn't show it was pretty similar to the first trailer.
Okay.
It didn't show too much new. The main thing was like they just straight up opened the new trailer opens with the Weyland-Yutani Elle Fanning, her like waking up from her little robopod.
Cool. And
like it just says in straight up font like Weyland-Yutani combat droid whatever.
I really do want a good AVP movie, man.
If there's anybody who can do it, especially if it's seeming like how it's going to be, where it's Dan Trachtenberg who's been doing these Predator movies, and it's Fede Alvarez behind Ramos. They're both good friends. They've talked about wanting to co-direct, or if one of them
co-direct,
or if one.
Fede covers all these scenes with the alien in them. What's his name covers all the scene with the Predators in. And then anytime that they're fighting, they're both there, and they can fight over creative decisions.
Exactly, and they can be like, and they can just argue over like what is going to be the cooler shit.
That's the movie that I want.
And then it'll be, then we'll get the behind the scenes documentary, Alien versus Predator versus Predator versus Alien.
It'll be a groundbreaking new way to make a movie that's very conflict oriented.
Indeed. Just like, it was a terrible filming process because we had such a different idea.
Goddamn, the movie rules.
That's what made it badass. Yeah. Honestly, just like more and more I see from new stuff. I'm excited about this movie also. Predator Badlands coming out soon is also directed by Dan Trachtenberg directed this animated movie that we're talking about today, which I didn't even mention today. We're talking about Predator Killer of Killers. It's out on Hulu and Disney Plus right now, folks at home. It's a streaming release.
Yep.
Didn't get any kind of theatrical release, which it would have been cool to see this in theaters, but I definitely think it makes sense that this is a streaming only.
Yeah, after it ended, I was like, man, I can't imagine like watching this in the theater. To be honest, it kind of feels like it probably felt to see Star Wars: The Clone Wars movie in the theater.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's cool, but I kind of want to watch this.
This is like a small screen experience.
Yeah, it's definitely like a low. I don't want to call it low budget, but in the sense that you can tell they don't have the money of like a Spider-Verse, or something. But we're gonna get into it. But as far as the animation, I'm just gonna say this right now about the animation. I think they did the best that they could do with the resources they had.
There were times I was very impressed, and there were other times I thought, God damn, this is ugly. Especially right when it started, I was like, this looks like a Telltale game on the PS3.
This looks like God of War Telltale. There's going to be a lot of talk of God of War for the first section, by the way. But anyway, in my opinion, this movie is directed by Dan Trachtenberg. Badlands is directed by Dan Trachtenberg. This definitely gave me more faith in that, like, I will say, the Predator-ness is fucking here.
Yeah, you can tell he actually likes the franchise.
Yeah, and it's a thing where it's like, it makes me more excited for Badlands, and it gives me more faith in, like, the episode Alien vs. Predator, Midnight Movie Gang Reviews, Alien vs. Predator 3 is going to exist. Yeah. That is a future episode, and I'm excited for that episode. Like, honestly, even if the movie is kind of trash, I'm just, like it's gonna be one it's gonna be a lot to talk about.
I will be sentient for a release of an Alien vs. Predator movie, which is a new experience.
Seeing I might cry seeing an Alien vs. Predator movie in theaters. Not gonna lie.
And it might be when they're both on screen at once. You're like, oh my god,
that's my Godzilla vs. Kong.
Movies are back.
That's my Batman v Superman. Yeah. I'm like, we fucking made it. I'm gonna be so high. It's gonna be so fun.
Oh man. As a side note, I saw Superman.
Oh yeah,
I liked it. It's fine. I think it's pretty good. And then I came home and I was like, I'm gonna check out like the Zack Snyder like Batman vs Superman to see how it compares. Couldn't even fucking sit through it. I hate that movie.
Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, I was like, this is like it's really that movie really the Superman movie really like accentuated to me how boring Superman is in those movies.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Zack Snyder. I just think that Zack Snyder is not the guy for Superman.
No, I don't think he gets
like,
it.
I think that this
not every fucking superhero movie has to be Watchmen. You know, we've already done that.
Yeah, I don't think James Gunn's the perfect guy either. Yeah. But I do think that James Gunn got pretty close.
Yeah, so it captured the feelings I think Superman's supposed to give you really well. Yeah. I liked it.
Like, yeah, no. Plus Crypto. Everybody loves Crypto.
Yeah.
Courtney afterwards was like, "We need another dog.
We need a CGI dog.
Need a CGI superpower dog that could fucking." Which, by the way, like Crypto really is like a wild cannon as far as like he's dangerous.
Yeah, well, he's just he's just a rambunctious dog with superpowers.
Like he would have fucking murdered Lex Luthor. He could have potentially murdered Lex Luthor at the end. But
I
also saw the new Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
which was also just fine.
Yeah, I didn't. See
I think it was slightly less just fine than Superman.
That's what I heard.
But it was.
I was like, I'm only seeing one superhero movie this month, so I'm.
Superman was the one to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Here's the biggest thing I'll give Fantastic Four props for, and then we need to talk about Predator.
This is a little side note.
The biggest thing I will give Fantastic Four is that this movie, it is 100%, even with the after credit scenes, it is 100% standalone.
Good.
Like, no homework required. They don't make a reference to... It's like
that's weird,
Iron Man don't show up. Fucking Peter Parker doesn't fling in like, hey, guys, I want to be in the Fantastic Four.
Did they not, like, jump into the Marvel movie universe at the end? Is that...
The MCU...
Spoilers?
Spoiler alert for Fantastic Four First Steps. I know you don't give a shit, Joseph.
No, yeah, not for
that
me.
That is not how... That is not how it ends. That is not the after credits
Does
scene.
it not happen?
So the end of Thunderbolt, which you might be referring to the end of Thunderbolt.
I'm not referring to either. I don't. I just assumed that. I assumed that they were going to bring them in somehow at the end.
So, spoiler for Thunderbolts, a movie I also have not seen, but I've seen the after credit scenes of Thunderbolts on YouTube. The movie The Thunderbolts ends with the Thunderbolts looking at a big like space photo thing of like there's a ship coming towards our atmosphere, and you see a picture of the ship and it's a Fantastic Four ship, and that's the end of Thunderbolts. And I assumed, and everyone would assume, that that's how this movie was going to end, with like the Fantastic Four space jump into. That is not how this movie. There is going to be another thing that gets us to that. That is not in this.
They're going to fucking drag it out, or it's going to be the fucking Doomsday movie.
The spoiler alert for First Steps, Joseph, because I know you don't get the end credit scene is you don't see his face, but it's Dr. Doom.
Oh my god! Why don't you see his face? Everyone knows who it is.
You see a home. So basically, you know that in this movie they have a baby. There's the Fantastic Four baby. So the end credit scene is Invisible Woman is in the living room with Fantastic Baby. She goes in the kitchen for something. When she comes back, there's a dude in a green cloak standing over the baby. You see him from behind. It's Doom, and you see him standing over the baby, and then he teleports away, and she's like, and that's it. He teleports he takes the baby.
He goes, rap snitch Knishes, and he blasts into another universe.
he fucking goes, we'll be right back after It'd be really entertaining.
God, that would be sick. That would make me see the movie.
If there isn't at least one MF Doom song in Avengers Doom, like when they introduce Doom, if they don't like come on with him, like rhymes like dimes or something.
He walks on stage to that.
Actually, no, it is going to be Rep 6 Inches. Like he's going to come on to you.
They need to reference him. Come on, they got to pay respect.
They're gonna,
yeah.
Or I think they're going to play a Doom song over the Marvel logo. Is like what I think.
Okay, I hope so.
I don't. But yeah, Predator, Killer of Killers, Predator, Killer of Killers.
Well, now you can put Superman in the title of the episode.
Yeah, with short Superman, I'll make it an extra little video, a little Superman,
and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, short reviews. I like both. I ain't buying the Blu-ray for either.
No,
I might buy the Blu-ray if I see it like on discount somewhere. If I can get the Superman Blu-ray for like less than $12,
I bet the cover will be cool.
Yeah, I don't care. Like that one, I do want to rewatch that one. I feel no need to rewatch Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
But Superman, I wouldn't mind watching again. Predator, Killer of Killers, is a 2025 adult animated science fiction action horror film. Should also say anthology. Well, I guess technically it is an anthology. Film directed by Dan Trachtenberg, produced by 20th Century Studios, blah, blah, blah. So like this is right. As far as like, yeah. So Prey and Alien Romulus did really well, and we're starting to see, the
franchises are being used.
The franchises are converging. They're being used so far. And I'm curious to see, I really hope that, and there could be, depending on what they do next, there could be some things that they drop hints of in this movie that could be bad news depending on where they go with it. Yeah. But the thing that I think made Prey and Romulus strong was the fact that I don't think Disney cared that much about either of those movies. Mm-hmm. Like, as far as, like, you could tell that, like, with Prey, there was
less oversight.
There was less oversight. It was more like it was clearly filmmakers who love the property who got to do what they wanted to do with those toys.
Yeah.
And I think that same energy is here, and I'm excited to see what happens next. But as far as this movie's concerned, yeah, I saw the trailer a few weeks ago. The trailer didn't really impress me that much. I wasn't in a rush to watch it.
Yeah.
And it came out.
It took a second for the movie to grab me, but it did.
Yeah. Yeah, no, same with me too. Like, it took a second. And I had to get used to the animation.
Yeah, honestly, like, if we could talk about the animation for a sec, it's CGI animated. It's made to look. It's an art style that I've seen in a lot of games. It's kind of like Dishonored has this art style pretty much.
It's like supposed to be painting.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the Walking Dead Telltale games and like the Batman Telltale. It's an art style that you've seen before, and they like animated on twos, and it's very choppy. Yeah, and you don't. That's a stylistic choice, absolutely. Like it's yeah. But there are times when and the frame rate doesn't change around or move at all like it does in like Spider-Verse. It stays at the same frame rate throughout the entire movie. Mm-hmm. And there are times when it just felt like I was playing a Telltale game and it was lagging. Like I didn't have my PC wasn't strong enough to actually play the game. And it works. It works for some of the action. I think it really worked for the dogfighting later on. Yeah, I think it really worked. I think it works for some of the stuff in the middle of the movie
for the ninja stuff because it's pretty much. There's three timelines we're exploring, and then there's a final thing that brings it all together, which we'll talk about.
But this first action scene, I thought I was like, this frame rate is like killing this action scene. Like, it looks really cool.
Are you talking about when it's the one shot of her rushing all the dudes with her double shield?
I was like, this scene is really cool, and this is a really cool like fight, and like it's really well directed, but it doesn't need to be this choppy looking. Like it detracts from the scene for me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I honestly, the choppiness for me mostly bothered me, not in the action scenes, but in some of the stiller scenes where like the characters were just talking. Like when we first see it come on the boat, like I did remember thinking like, oh man, this is kind of tough to look at. I think hair looks bad.
Yeah, it does. It's like it's physics driven, and you can see hair and a lot of other things clipping through like environments and shit. Like it looks a lot like a video game.
Yeah, but I think that there are a few things though that save it for me. Is that one for me? I actually really like the lower frame rate for the action, like something that like and you can see that in Spider-Verse and like the new Mutant Mayhem 2 with their like they usually turn it down to choppy for the action, and what it does for me anyway is it allows me to actually see the individual pieces of action a bit better. Yeah. Like as far as like because like there's kind of less information being thrown at me all at once so fast. Like I felt like because of the low frame rate, I could pause at any time during the movie and just get like a cool frame or something badass happen.
Yeah, No, I feel that. Yeah, I get that impression. I think that's what it's going for. It's definitely like it's like a visual comic book.
Yeah, definitely going for that like a comic book look. Yeah. But clearly, yeah, I think it is just like stylistically, maybe they could have done something. I think it makes up for it in other ways. In that, like, yeah, there's that. Plus, I think the sound design is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think Also, I think that the environments more than the
beautiful,
characters look really good. The lighting, like there's a scene early on in this first section, like after they get all these dudes and like she's, you know, the little kid, because like the first, so talking about the plot a little bit, like the first section here is like a Viking story, right? And
it's my least
like
favorite part of the movie.
Really, it's your least favorite of the three? Interesting.
It is, yeah.
Okay, my least favorite's the World War II section, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, that's a close second.
Yeah, really, we both here for the samurai shit.
You saw that one coming.
As soon as the samurai one started, I was like, yeah,
hell yeah,
we're here. When they like fucking catch the leaf with both their sticks, I'm like, yeah, okay, we're Also, one of my favorite action scenes that didn't even have to do with the Predator was in that one. But I'm skipping ahead just because I'm thinking about this now. When he's like trying to avoid getting the guards to ring to alert the bell.
That scene's awesome.
That scene's so badass. I'm like, he's just like pushing them all out of the way to not like hit the bell.
Both of these, like the first two, have like solid action, like really like good action scenes that have nothing to do with the Predator.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's honestly, it's like kind of the first one in that like all of these are like we're in the middle of another movie.
Yeah,
and then like the Predator is like waiting and watching.
This movie is comprised of 4 third acts.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Honestly, where like the Predator just comes into the middle of another movie and like fucks shit up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So this first action scene where it's like a oneer of her beating up all the guys. I thought it looked, it's really well choreographed.
It's pretty cool. I like it's very video game. This whole movie feels a lot like a video game.
I wanted to play this the whole time. I was like,
like you're watching a Let's Play.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I know, like, the one, if it was like a team at the end when they're all fighting, like if it was a team game where you have to pick Viking, Ninja, some fuck from World War II, some kid,
guy who can't do shit.
Some guy who was like, that is like, he really is like the loser pick. He is like, as soon as I saw, like, honestly, as soon as I saw the dog tag, and I'm like, wait, the last guy is just going to be some World War II soldier dude.
I was like, he's not, and I was like, is it going to be like a Marine or something? But no, it's a fighter pilot, so he's
a pilot, and he's kind of like a brand new pilot, too.
It's kind of a stupid pick for the Predators later on when, spoiler alert, he's like drawn up for the arena fight.
Yeah, because it's also it's a thing where it's like, presumably, so what we find out later is like these are all people. The Predators are collecting people who have killed other Predators.
Yeah.
Which we find out that happens a lot at the end.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, actually.
And like, I feel like the mark for what counts as a. One second. Here's your headphones. It's all good. But anyway, the mark for what counts as killing a Predator, like, did that guy or like, does that count as a real kill? That one,
he like outsmarted it, I guess.
Yeah, but like, I think that was more that Predator kind of like fucking up more than anything else. But anyway,
we'll get to it.
Yeah, but with this, we get this first fight scene. I was like, man, when's the God of War DLC coming out for this one? And honestly, as far as the story of this first one, I think the story of the first one is the best played out because basically it's a quick little. All of them are like 25-minute, half-hour sections. Yeah, and we just get this quick backstory of this.
It's an action cartoon. It's mostly focused on showing like the majority of the runtime is action.
I was getting a lot of like Genndy Star Wars Clone Wars vibes,
like
off of it. In
Samurai Jack. I was feeling Samurai Jack a lot.
Yeah, just like with the energy of the fight and the weight of a lot of the fighting.
Just leaning into it, like this is the main reason we're here.
Yeah, but there's a quick little backstory with like this Viking woman and her son, and like she's trying to avenge her dead father, and we get a little flashback to her dead father.
Yep.
And she finds that the dude who killed her father is now the leader of like this other Viking tribe.
Yep. And she's I forgot her whole life looking for revenge.
I also wanted to mention that this movie opens up with a little quote from the Yautja Codex. Go forth amongst the stars and seek only the strongest prey. They shall be your trophy. Become the killer of killers, which I thought was like, ooh,
yeah,
that set me up.
Man, we do get a lot more Predator lore in this movie, which I love.
Yeah.
The more I learn about this thing, the cooler it is.
I think it's less stupid than some of the other.
Yeah.
I will say this movie is just strongest in its. I think the first two sections, or well, no, you said the first one's your least favorite of them, but like it is strongest when it is focusing on like these human stories and like how the Predator tie. I think that's a big element of why I think the middle one is the strongest. And like not only the Predator showing up actually helps support the arc that the characters are going through.
Both of these, they're like these people are going through some shit, and that shit gets resolved or almost resolved. And somewhere in there, they also fight a Predator.
Yeah, it just
like the second one. Yeah, the Predator showing up actually affects the story that we were going through before, in like an actual like satisfying and impactful way.
Yeah, because pretty much in this one, the Predator in the first one really just shows up after the main dude. So like her son kills him, which is like a nice little thing, and she's proud of her son.
Yeah, I was imagining like watching this and having no idea what Predator was, and then you're watching this. You're watching this Viking story, and there's like, what's this fucking invisible thing floating in the sky? And then all of a sudden, this monster shows up with like sci-fi weapons and starts just slaughtering everybody.
Watching this without knowing anything about Predator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you show this to somebody without, that'd be crazy.
You're like, what kind of fuck? What is this movie even about? Like, this is a hard right turn here.
This thing with like a sonic fist or whatever,
like an action figure jumped down and started.
Also, we can talk about it right now because we're at that scene, but like when this Viking Predator shows up, how fucking beefy this boy is.
He's huge.
He's ginormous.
The perfect Predator for fighting Vikings.
Exactly. I do. That's another thing too. I really like the different designs of the Predators for each of the. I'll admit, I do like the design of the last one. How it's like really fucked up.
Yeah.
And how it makes sense, like, okay, this one, it makes sense that it would be using a lot more technology to hunt because clearly he's like physically, like broken down.
I thought it was kind of lame that he was like, why are you shooting down planes?
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I think that's lame.
Yeah, okay.
I do think it's lame.
It does, but it makes sense from an artistic perspective that he would be.
I think it makes sense from a character perspective for that specific Predator. Yeah. To like be like, this is how I have to get off because like this is all physically.
I still want to hunt. Like
I still want to hunt, but just like look how fucked up I am.
This giant wheelchair.
Yeah, basically. I mean, we never see him walk.
That's true.
That is how I thought of it as like an excuse for like why that was going on.
Yeah.
I still just think it's less interesting than like for me it's like you got to fight with the hands, bro. It's got to come down to the hands.
Yeah, it's a warrior,
like
they're still using weapons, but that's like people using like swords.
Yeah, I do like how, as far as the first two Predators, I like how they have their more specific toolkits. You know what I mean? Like the Samurai Predator has a scorpion.
Yeah, era specific tools and
exactly.
loadouts.
And it totally fits within. And we're gonna end up talking about Prey later, but like Prey. You could almost make Prey like one of these mini stories.
Yeah,
really.
No, I was thinking that too. I was like, Prey is pretty much just a long version of like a section in this anthology.
Yeah, just as far as like it's the same.
But you could argue like Predator 1 and 2 could also.
Which is also, I mean, they got Dutch and Danny Glover at the end.
Which
which I was like, oh god.
Yeah, can we talk about that for a sec? We're jumping around, but it's an anthology movie. Fuck it.
Yeah. Also, like, if you have Disney Plus and Hulu free, folks at home, I'm going to tangent about this for a second. Folks at home, if you have both, watch it on Disney Plus.
Oh, why?
Hulu was giving me all kinds of grief.
Dude, me fucking too.
Dude, Hulu was like,
it kept
Hulu
doing like this,
up.
like it kept stopping for a sec and bringing up like the controls. It did that like 20 times.
When we have Hulu with ads, and like after like most of the ads, when it would get back to the movie, it would just like be frozen on the last frame of the ad while the movie's going on in the background, and it was fucked up. I switched to Disney, which we also didn't ads. There's less ads, and I had no visual problems like that whatsoever. Yeah. Hulu, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane,
streaming services, man.
Aliens, but yeah, but about Dutch and Danny Glover at the end.
Yeah, so the whole premise of the movie is it's three people who ended up killing a predator, and at the end they're thrown into an arena to fight each other, and then the last person alive is going to fight the big bad daddy predator.
The big scary boss predator, which By the way, the first time I had no idea that there was that overarching narrative going into this, and the first time at the end of the first section when we flashed to her like with the collar on, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I saw the samurai dude, and at that point I was a little bit scared because I'm like, "Wait," because I knew that the last section was a pilot because I remember from the trailer that like we were gonna get.
I
planes.
didn't know that.
Yeah, so like from the trailer, I knew that we were at least gonna get a part with a plane. And I'm like, how?
I thought you meant the last part was a pilot, like for a TV show.
Oh no!
Because I would believe that.
No. I mean, I wonder how this would have been taken if they released it as like a mini series.
Yeah,
like you could totally just like chop this up as like a 4-episode.
Yeah, well, it ends like a pilot.
It feels like it.
Yeah, it ends. It feels like a backdoor pilot. Like the animation looks so inexpensive.
Yeah,
it reminds me a lot of Clone Wars. I think it could be done, honestly.
They definitely we're gonna have an Arnold sound alike. We're gonna get Predator Killer of Killers Part 2.
But yeah, so the big ending is like, because obviously all these people are from like different eras, so they like cryogenically freeze.
Yeah.
All the warriors who have killed a predator, they abduct and freeze to fight in this arena, and I think that's dumb as hell.
It's kind of Predators.
But like
it's some of the ideas behind Predators.
But look at the ending of like Predator 2. Like I feel like they're just like, all right, fair's fair, man. You bested us. You can now walk free. And then they're like wieners and come back and just like, actually, we're gonna take you. And
it does make the ending of Predator and Predator 2 kind of fucked because
is that just what you guys always do?
The first scene that I thought of was Predator 2, where Gary Busey like says to Danny Glover, like, yeah, there was this incident in the jungle and like only 2 people survived. Yeah, and one of them was Dutch. So I'm like, wait a minute, how does that make sense? How do they have Dutch?
I also just think it's lame, just bringing back these characters. Like they won. That's the whole point, is that they won at the end, and now we get this surprise. They didn't. They're all taken out of their time and are going to fight in a big arena.
Same thing with Prey as well. Like as far as like it does a little bit kind of like put a bad glow onto like
the whole movie. They're like struggling to fight this thing that's so much more powerful than them, and they succeed.
And they win.
Yeah, that's like the whole satisfying ending.
And then the end of this is like, nope, they're going to be...
No, actually, they lost.
They're going to be frozen.
Because Predators are the worst losers of all time. Like they're the
biggest
sore losers of the entire universe.
They cheat.
They do.
Fucking like when they're losing, they just give...
They're such weenies, dude.
Bullshit. They pull out some bullshit tech.
They're the kid on the playground that you just don't want to play with. Like,
exactly. I mean, I wanted to... what's it? But yeah, no, the ending... Yeah, I'm curiously. I think.
Also, how are these 3 all like next to each other? You know, this is a room full of like millions of people who have killed predators, which kind of makes the predators look worse. But they first, like, the big ending sting is you see the girl from Prey.
Yeah, that's the first. That's like the end of the movie.
Yeah,
before the credits.
Then the credits, and then post-credit scene, the camera trucks over to see Danny Glover, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And Arnold, and they're both like young. They're both the ages they were when. Which presumably, we're gonna get some like sound alikes for if they do a sequel. I mean, I'm assuming that it doesn't bother me as much as long as like just save the goofy shit for the cartoons. Like
so I can ignore it if I don't like it.
Exactly. You're thinking about, and I think that like the way that they're setting this up is that like. And honestly, it is kind of a thing where it's like you can ignore whatever parts of the other movies that like you don't like. Because as far as like, Alien Romulus pretty much confirms that like Prometheus happened in the world of Alien Romulus. Yep. You know, like that is the thing. But you don't really need to know anything about Romulus to enjoy that story.
Yeah, it was a little.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a little stupid, but it's like it's a thing where it's like I feel like it doesn't take away from the strength of that story.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to be a similar thing here where it's like, you know, we're probably going to get a Killer of Killers 2 and we're going to get some Arnold impersonator.
Yeah.
You know, and he's going to be the dick if it bleeds, we can kill it. You know, and like that's
Not
probably going to happen.
forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be an episode, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's probably going to be a commentary track.
We have to have covered every single Predator property.
Alien and Predator property, all of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
we have to keep that streak going as long as the podcast lives.
We might be doing an Alien Earth episode.
Yep.
Which that comes out next month. I'm actually. Have you?
Fuck it.
They released a little like featurette thing last week actually that actually is really interesting.
Okay.
So like so basically the team that they send in, so it's a crash ship with like alien shit on it.
Yeah.
The team they send in is an all android team.
Oh. That's cool.
And that's going to be the thing, like the main crew of it, and like that way like they're not, they won't get. But like that's going to be the things that most of our cast is going to be androids.
So they're okay. That's interesting. So they're in no danger whatsoever. I mean, I guess the alien can kill. Yeah, but they just can't get impregnated.
Yeah, so I'm just curious to see how that's gonna. I don't know.
God, Alien loves its fucking androids, doesn't it? Every single movie is like half about androids.
Pretty much. It's I remember every Alien movie that we watched when we were going through them. You're always like, oh yeah, I forgot that.
Androids were such a big part of these. I always just remember the aliens because they're the part you show up to watch.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, they do the androids more interesting than others for sure. It's funny because it's like very clearly. Like, I don't know.
I have Blade Runner for that,
I can watch my own thing. But yeah, anywho, what were we talking about? We were talking about the ending, but yeah, no, we'll see what they do. Going back to that first, I do want to talk a little bit more about the first section. We were talking about the Predator shows up and he's a beefcake.
This movie had a $50 million budget.
Is that higher or lower than you?
That's nuts. That's really high.
That's high for. I don't have. I know
it's action the whole time, but it's just the animation didn't look like it was going to cost $50 million. But
yeah, I don't know what what's it called, the uncredited animated likeness. Yeah, I don't know the I don't have a good scale when it comes to animation.
Yeah,
but
maybe I don't either. It just seems really high for this movie. It felt like a real budget. A budget movie.
Well, I mean, I think it's a thing where it's like Disney, Disney has checks to spare.
Yeah.
Like they could have.
That's true.
Yeah,
they just threw money at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it paid off. It's pretty cool. It's definitely a vibe visually. The Viking part.
But I like certain sections of this fight where this Predator has like a sonic cannon for a hand.
Yeah, it's like a big analog battering ram thing that sends out a sonic boom. You have to click it back.
Yeah.
Because this is the 1400s or something.
This first one is 1841.
Oh, really?
Is what it says here. Viking Warriors.
841.
840. Did I say 18?
Yeah, it's there's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, 841.
Wow, we still have Vikings in the mid 19th century.
I really, even though I thought what I'm about to say, I love when she gets knocked under the water.
Yeah.
And it's stupid because she would just be dead. But
probably, yeah.
But when she gets knocked under the water and she there's a little bit of air pocket underneath the water.
She breathes. Yeah. She
but then
into it and gets a breath.
And then the Predator is above the water and it can't see her because of the cold water.
Yeah, because of the ice.
Because I was like, fuck yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of I thought I was surprised by the end of this movie because all these arcs get fulfilled in the satisfying ways. The stories aren't over at the end of their they have satisfying endings, but then they get that last little push.
The last section is an epilogue.
Yeah, and it really wraps up everyone's story as well, except for maybe the third guy who's the least interesting character.
Yeah, who's probably going to be the one that's going to be the bridge, because he's kind of the goofy, he's also
the most
one that's
annoying one here.
He's the one that speaks English.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Scariest thing if they show up in Predator badly. I don't know.
But yeah, the action scenes are great. They're just really well thought out, and they fully utilize how gory It's weird though when you see the crazy level of gore and when someone says motherfucker or something, because other than that it feels like a Cartoon Network show.
Yeah. No, the gore when it comes out of nowhere, yeah, it's shocking.
It's this movie's rated R.
Oh yeah. No, it's pretty nuts. But yeah, she kills the predator underarm, stabs her through the head.
Yep. It's pretty cool.
And it ends with her holding her dead son in her arms. And here's the thing: the dead son said. Oh yeah, no, real tragic.
The way they must have like studied real performers, because the performances, like the face performances on these characters, looks great.
Yeah, I also think the voice acting is really good all around.
Yeah, I think so too.
In my opinion, especially with the Ursa or whatever, like she's the one that I would want on my Predator fighting squad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
Berserker.
100%. Yeah, Berserker, Predator. Kenji, I didn't even know they had names. It was Genji and Hanzo.
Yeah, the second one is the samurai one, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh fuck, this is why we're watching this movie," because it's literally like something we both talked about wanting to see.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
And yeah,
and it's the best part of the movie.
It's my favorite, and like it's hard to say.
It's the most. It feels like the most meticulously made.
About. It's the one they talked about first.
Yeah,
it's definitely the one that
feels like the most thought and care was put into this one, like from an artistic perspective, and it's got a very satisfying story, very moving story at the end.
Yeah, I was the most invested off the bat in the human
Predator in the movie.
It does also have the coolest. I love the intro of that Predator too. He's hanging out on the roof
with his claw.
He's holding his staff.
God, he's so cool.
Yeah, this one is
my 10-year-old inner child was like, "Oh my god, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen."
I want that action figure.
Yeah, I want a poster of that.
Yeah, no, he is the coolest one. I love his introduction, his frame, and I feel like a part of it is because he's closest to the OG Predator because he's slender.
Yeah,
you know, this one is like slender and ninja-like, which I feel like is how our perception of the Predator. He's scurries around. He's
really tall, lanky basketball player build.
Exactly. And yeah, of the three, this is the one that like could just be a whole movie. But it's a cool little story that reminded me of actually, you know what exactly reminded me of? Do you remember speaking of Star Wars, the Old Republic Knights.
You hit caps lock halfway through that, it looked like you started yelling. Star Wars the Old Republic.
What was it called? Knights of the Fallen Empire.
Wow.
Empire. It was an expansion.
Long ass title.
Yeah, it was an expansion on the game where like there were these twins, and like one of them betrayed the other for their father.
Two
and shit.
Star Killers.
Yeah, Star Killer 2. Yeah, Star Killer 2s. And it reminded me a lot of this opening where so it's these two twin brothers, samurais, who at first you see that like their dad's a dick, and also. Another thing that's really cool about this one is that there's barely any dialogue. Yeah, in the second
I thought that was gonna get on my nerves. I thought that it was gonna be it's like we're doing this again. Like Samurai Jack did this. A million like action cartoons have done like we're gonna do a whole episode with no dialogue. It isn't, but by the middle part, it's so well executed and it's perfect because it's like ninjas and samurai. Yeah. It's very stoic.
It fits with the time frame as far as like these guys wouldn't have much to say.
Yeah.
And also just like with our I don't know. It's hard to be not biased about this middle one just in terms of like the samurai shit.
Predator, dude.
Yeah. It's
like what am I gonna say? What shit am I gonna talk about this?
Removing from it all, I do think it's the strongest human story. Yeah. Basically, the opening, these two young brothers, they're practicing with each other. They're perfectly in sync. There's a little, and I love they call back to it later. Like there's with the leaf, like they both catch a leaf while they're practicing with sticks.
Yeah, it's cool.
And so their brother,
their father has
the warlord,
wants them to fight each other to see who becomes who takes successor. Up the mantle of like samurai and like continue like is his heir essentially because they're twins.
Yeah, according to Wikipedia, like that's true. Since they're twins, he's going to be like, well, you're born at the same time,
I'm not
so
take two heirs. Yeah,
yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, so the one of them refuses to fight, but Hanzo attacks, and
he's a little
scars his face
about it.
And I don't know if and he's a little and he runs away because like ultimately he's like he's betrayed by his brother. He becomes a Ronin. According to Wikipedia, he becomes a shinobi. Yep. When we first see him, he's joined the Straw Hat Gang.
He looks like Toshiro Yamafute in Seven Samurai.
Yeah, 100%.
Did I say his name right?
I believe so. You're talking about the one who's the most badass of the samurai, right?
Yeah.
With the beard, yeah. Wait, somebody has a beard in Seven Samurai? Oh, Toshiro Mifune. That's
Toshiro Mifune. I think I added extra syllables to his last name.
I added too many things. Yeah, in Seven Samurai, he's he has the
that's
beard.
who he reminded me of.
He does have that kind of. Yeah, no, that's true. That definitely is a. Yeah, especially with the hair too. I can definitely see that inspiration. It's never gonna happen, but if I could like time travel Toshiro Mifune to the 80s,
God, he would have been a mega star here.
Yeah, no, fucking. But anywho, I was watching something with him, or I rewatched Sandro a few weeks ago for me and Deep D did a samurai episode, and I liked it a lot more. He's I think he's better in that movie than in Yojimbo, because in that movie he has to use his wits a lot more. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so he's become a Ronin now.
You're getting sidetracked off this movie. It was okay. Yeah, I think that's what that means.
Yeah, the movie was I think it's because like this movie really is like a lot of like then that cool shit happened that reminded me of this thing.
Yeah, it's like talking about it's like I keep bringing it up. It's like talking about Samurai Jack. It's just like it's just cool action scene after cool like the filler is minimum. It's mostly like what are we gonna say? Like that he threw that chain at that guy. Oh, and then he threw that spear at that guy.
I think the thing with Predator that like is at least to me that activates like the 13-year-old part of my brain is that like it's the best character to go like wouldn't it be cool so and so fought a Predator?
Yeah, and that's
like
what this movie is.
The Batman comic, like wouldn't it be cool if Batman fought a Predator? Yes. Or like what if and it was in that sick. Comic. I rewatched that video a lot just to like look at the panels. But yeah, fucking anywho, as far as this little story is concerned, so now he's older. Their father had just died, so now the brother who was the asshole is now the ruler, is now the samurai lord. Yeah. So now Kenji's gonna go get his revenge. Now at this point,
it's a coup.
It's a coup. He's going to do a fight.
No,
a coup.
like a coup. No.
Oh, a coup.
It's like, a coup.
Oh wait, no. What if they think the Predator is?
I mean, a coup might as well be a predator.
I feel like a coup would hire the Predator. Yo, there we go. Samurai Jack versus a Predator.
Yeah, I think we kind of got that.
That actually is this.
We kind of covered that here.
Yeah. Yeah, so while all this is going on, Kenji is like invading the castle or whatever. He's trying to do it stealthily. We talked about the scene earlier, but like the scene where he's trying to stop the guards from activating the alarm bell. Mm-hmm. Very Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, there's like a whole like Jackie Chan like stops his head from hitting the bell, stops like, and they finally succeed, and then just another bell gets hit, so he just lets the guy fall.
As soon as I finished this movie, I re-downloaded God of War and I re-downloaded Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah,
I did not download any kind of World War II game.
We watch a lot. Yeah, that's fair. We watch a lot of movies that make me want to re-download Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, but anywho, the sorry, not the bullet, the sword. So Kenji ends up getting to his brother's little place, and then they have a pretty cool fight. And then Kenji just scars his brother, and I don't think his intention was to kill him. I think
he just wanted to like, there, I got you back, and I'm still a bigger man than you. Like I still won't kill you.
The way that I read it was like, we are not like father didn't pick you because you're better than me. We're equals.
Yeah.
And like we were supposed to look out for each other, and this is me showing you that like I could have taken you down. Like you're not better than me.
Showed
is what
you
I think
mercy.
ultimately.
Yeah.
And then his brother just kind of flailed and fell off the building.
Yep.
And at that point, he thought that his brother was dead.
Oh, shit.
I thought he was dead too.
Dramatic gesture. Yeah, I thought he was dead too.
Yeah, I didn't think that he'd come back for the little final bit, which I'm happy he did, because I think the
part. Yeah.
I think the double fight really works. But anyway, so Kenji is kind of walking around the place, which we get one of my favorite shots of the thing. Which, by the way, this section is also filled with I think the best shots.
Yeah.
So like Kenji's looking at a big painting of his father, and he's kind of like mourning.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's kind of sitting in the moment, and I love you see his father's mouth open, and it kind of looks like a claw, and then it's the Predator hand coming through his father's mouth through the
portrait. Yeah, it's great.
Through the portrait, and I was like, oh, sick. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely the one they put. They had the most.
Like
this one had the most concept art.
This is one that, like, you think about. This is the same thing. Like, imagine watching this and having no idea what Predator was. Like, what?
That's
the
true.
hell?
You're in the middle of this samurai story.
It's even more subtle in this one. Like you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
It just shows up.
I think it does take a little bit longer for them to get to the Predator stuff in this section,
Which is good because the action still worked. Like, they did this. There's this whole part where they ninja in there and they throw like all these red smoke bombs and they just slaughter everybody. It's super fucking cool. It's rad as hell.
You know, another thing I think this section has as like a big one over the first one. The first one really doesn't have a wide color palette.
No,
it's just like gray and blue and like it's supposed to be,
but it made the animation look uglier.
Yeah, it made it look uglier, made it a little bit harder to follow. Whereas this one, it's like there's a lot of different colors. Like the interiors are like really warm candlelight.
Yeah, there's a lot of beauty to it.
Then like there's like the red palace walls with like, you know, outside, and like the red of this, I distinctly, the red of the smoke is really striking, especially during this one shot that happened. Like there's just a bunch of cool shots where like when he throws the smoke bomb at the Predator, which immediately I'm like, as soon as I saw him using those smoke bombs, I'm like, he's gonna use it to see the Predator. And he does. He throws it at the Predator and he sees the outline of the Predator in the smoke, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
It's cool as hell. This whole movie is just like, I want to show it to my 10-year-old self.
I love the shot where like when he falls onto the roof and like when Kenji does, and he's hanging under the roof while the Predator is walking on top. And I'm like, what is this Spider-Man 1 bullshit where Green Goblin is?
I was like, oh, this is a stealth section.
Yeah, this is my favorite level in the game. But yeah, no, so like there's I found it really funny when like he throws the smoke when he first has Predator in the room and he throws the bomb and he runs away from the Predator.
Yeah.
The guards finally get there, and these guards are probably thinking like, oh, like we have to like protect our master. Like the guards don't.
They don't know monsters here.
They don't know about the Predator.
Yeah.
And they come in and you see these three guards like,
what the fuck is that?
And the Predator kills him. Probably my favorite kill is he cuts the dude's head off like right here.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yep. Yeah, no, just so fucking cool.
Very cool.
But
yeah, no, there's like the fight. Like I said, these are three third acts. So it's like it's mostly just the hero fighting the Predator in all of these.
That is like pretty much what each one is.
So this fight's great. His brother comes back and they fight the Predator together, and they bond and they make up, and his brother dies.
Yeah, he lands down the river. There's a cool shot where like I think he throws like a Predator bomb back at the Predator as he's falling out to the river. Like it's like a really it's a far ass fall that he does down to the river. And yeah, his brother's still alive, like you said.
Yeah, no, it's a really solid emotional ending.
Yeah, there's a callback to the Leaf. At the beginning where the Predator's body is unconscious and like an invisible, and the Leaf falls on the Predator, and they both are like, "Let's do it."
and they talk for the first time in the.
In the thing too, they have like a little conversation about like branches grow together, but they fall like
separately,
alone.
And he's like, "You're not falling alone."
Yeah, and it was like the end of Black Panther with Killmonger. He kills over. That's what it reminded me of. But yeah, no, and then that's this first one, and then after Kenji gets this glory, he gets taken by the.
I just think that's a lame premise, dude. I think it makes the Predators look that much more like annoying.
You don't like the idea of like Predators like
I feel like
kidnapping their prey like this.
He gave at the end of Predator 2, he gives him that flintlock pistol, which I guess they just took back for some reason. And
well, yeah, they must have taken it back because it's that one belongs
to the guy from Prey.
Oh yeah, wait, no. So it makes sense how that got
in this movie too.
Because she had it, and then wait a minute.
Yeah.
She had it, and then the Predators had it, and then at the end of Predator 2, the Predator gave it to Danny Glover.
Yeah.
And then they must have come back later to pick up Danny Glover.
That's what I'm saying.
He had it.
It's like I thought.
What was the point of giving it to him?
Part of the point of like what makes Predators so cool is like you win, and then they're like, all right, we respect you now, like at least as like a worthy opponent. So you win officially. Like here's a trophy for you, since we're not gonna give you like his body, so you can have a trophy from our collection. Mm-hmm. But this changes the lore to, I guess they just come back and they scoop you up after, and they keep you for fucking time, and like for hundreds of years if they want, in cryostasis, just to fight for them.
Futurama style. I thought I saw Fry from Futurama. Okay. Oh, somebody online said, I rewatched it a few times. Somebody online said there's an alien queen frozen in that. There's like an alien queen in the background
they walk
somewhere.
By it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yep. There's an alien.
Well,
I thought you were gonna be like, and there's an alien. That's what I meant by like, no, this movie pretty much confirms that we are gonna get an Alien versus Predator at some point,
3.
whether it's animated or whatever.
AVP 3. Oh no, the AVP is gonna be live action.
I hope so.
When it's the full, no fucking question about it. Like full AVP is gonna be. It's gonna be fucking. Who would it be? Who do I want to be the main character? Maybe. Who's gonna be the B-list actor? Like mediocre action.
Ripley's niece or something.
The Rock.
Yeah, oh god.
Or like God. Like I'm trying to think, because it's gonna be somebody that's gonna be. Who's like a B-rate action guy? Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Or no, well, it's got to be a woman. It's got to be a brunette woman.
It's gonna be the lady from Fast and Furious.
Michelle Rodriguez. Yeah. She wouldn't be bad fighting in the Alien verse. Who's going to buddy up with the... Oh, well, actually, honestly, I don't think they're going to do the buddy up with the... Well, then again, that's what they're doing in Badlands. Who knows? But anyway, back to this. Yeah, so he dies.
And then the World War II one happens.
The World War II one. And then the World... Which is my least favorite. You say you like this one better than the first one, but I want to expand on that.
I like the action better in this third one. I think the character is the least interesting, because he's basically Torres. He's basically the comic relief character. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. Maybe in hindsight, I like the Viking one better, because I have a lot more problems with this one. Like the lesson that he learns is kind of hard for me to understand. But
he has to learn to read his engine. He has to
that's
learn
it.
to.
It's like.
To listen to his engine.
His arc and like what his dad is telling him and what his like commander's telling him is just like, you want to be like some hotshot fighter pilot? Well, you can't unless you're also a mechanic for some reason, a completely different skill set.
Exactly. The whole time I was like, they're literally like, being a pilot is its own thing.
Yeah.
Like there are the engineers that do the engineering.
It was. I guess it's like self-reliance or some shit. I don't know. It was very muddy, but it was definitely trying to like hit me over the head with it.
Also, the idea that like somebody from 1942, like who knows how to fly like a janky ass World War II plane, would have any idea how to fly. He does the force connection with the Predator ship at the end.
They had to make it make as much sense as they could that he could fly that fucking thing.
They made it a spiritual thing. So you just have to become one with the machine.
I'm convinced that they added that thing with his dad, and that thing where he they added all that in because they were like, how the fuck is this guy gonna fly this spaceship?
Yeah, it almost does feel like they chose this for the third thing to give them like they could have picked a different timeline, a different era.
World War One, it'd be cooler.
World War One, I think. The only thing I can think of is maybe Cowboy Times could be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would have been a good third one. I think I would have preferred that to
this one. Yeah, I would have preferred it to the Bulls. I would have preferred a lot of things.
But that said, it had this is a dogfight. This is the dogfight one. Like they're fighting a predator who's flying around in a plane or in a spaceship, and that's kind of a lame premise, but it looks really cool at times. I really liked all the air maneuvers, and I don't know. I'm partial to dogfights. I think they're cool.
I think that if they wanted to keep it with like a war section, World War I in the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think could have been like 19.
You could make it really scary too.
It would have made more sense. Like maybe you follow a group of like American soldiers, like they're like being stealthy in German occupied France. They're like going through like ruins of some French town, and there's like a predator floating around killing off Germans and shit.
Right.
And like I feel like that would have fit the mold of this a lot better than at a certain
imagine it's like it's been quiet on the enemy lines. We're gonna go over the top and do a big push to the enemy lines tonight. And then they run over there and just everyone's already fucking slaughtered.
Exactly.
They're like, oh my
perfect.
God, what the fuck did that?
Email Dan Protectorberg.
That needs to be its own movie. I'm gonna be honest.
You want it removed from the Predatorness?
That needs to be its own Predator movie. That's my if we're picking
Predator World War I.
I'd prefer that over Western. I think I want a squad of soldiers, but they're like World War I recruits.
Yeah,
British World War I recruits. I think that'd be fucking sick.
That would be sick. Trenches. Yeah, I think one of the ones that I saw. So like one of the reviews I watched, that somebody had a good suggestion for an era that I didn't think about. Sit with this for a second. Like early 2000s Afghanistan, like Middle East, like the soldiers are like looking for terrorists
Jarhead.
Jarhead with Predator recipient, where it's like like that, like a post 9/11 type,
serious.
Like seriously, and then they run into a Predator. Yeah, it'd be hard to tiptoe politically, but like I think it'd be an interesting era and an interesting environment to play around with these characters. And like I don't know, I can't think myself of like
Warzone is a good setting. Like
they did my favorite.
I was like, we could do Vietnam, but that's basically already the first one.
Yeah, they already did. They did the one that I want in this movie.
Yeah,
I guess my only thing is like I do think you could do a whole samurai movie, but I don't know if they'll do that. Yeah, we've seen animation. It was pretty badass in this. So like
cool. You can do things in animation you can't really do as well in live action a lot of the time.
I will be rewatching these fight scenes in the middle section and from nowhere else.
Pulling them up on YouTube regularly.
But back to the Bullet. So it's like little Johnny Torres. He's a pilot
it's a big plane fight
on a ship, and it's a big plane fight. There's a Predator plane flying around. That is, I'd say, the biggest thing is like there are some really cool kills in the sky here, like the one where like
it's a cool concept
because this Predator ship basically has these like big hooks.
It's like analog. He's not shooting lasers. He's like cutting people's fucking heads off and shit, and like
cutting people's heads off in the sky.
Their engine through the back of the plane.
Like really killing them in like interesting ways. Like a lot of good like vehicular warfare, almost like some fucking Mad Max in the sky type shit. Like it, and also there's some good imagery in there too. Where it's like I like before they reveal the ship, you just see like hooks coming out of the dark clouds, and you see like red lights in the clouds, and Johnny Torres is like, "What the hell is that?"
I think that's like there's a lot of cool concepts here.
Yeah, like it kind of reminds me of there was a thing that it reminded me of, just like like the using the environment, and I think that like if they wanted to lean into the horror of it a bit more, maybe they could have kept it hidden longer. Like it made me think of something like Twilight Zone, like what is it, something at 1,000 feet with just like a creepy sky vibe.
It'd be cool.
But I mean
it's fine.
It gets goofy when he's on his fucking plane wing, and I was like, okay.
I think dudes actually did that shit though.
Did they?
I think so. At least in like World War I. I don't know about World War II when you're going that fast, but I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Like, those are like light. Like, those planes don't go that fast. Yeah. When he was flying in the town, I was getting big pod racing vibes.
Yeah, that part was really
when they
goofy.
were so low.
Yeah, they like fly into like a French occupied African town, and or North African town, and they like he has the plane on its side, and he's like bobbing and weaving through. Yeah. My favorite part is he flies out, like he actually makes a good decision, and he as the aliens is chasing him, he flies it over enemy lines.
Yeah.
What I wanted this ending to be for this one was I wanted him, because he was basically using the German like fire from the battleships to take it down. And what I wanted was for it to get hit and then it to fly into some random Nazi battleship and just sink it.
Me too. And the Predator comes out and like just fucking slaughters a bunch of Nazis.
That's what I wanted so bad.
Oh, that would have been cool.
I was actually really disappointed when none of those ships got sunk.
And then they could have a hand-to-hand on the Nazi ship.
Yes.
Yeah. No. And that would have been cool. That's kind of how I thought it was going to go too. But like at this point, here's the thing. At this point in the movie, I was like, I was watching, and like there are fun parts of this one. I was mostly like watching and enjoying one because the first two sections really sold me.
Yeah.
As far as like, you know, I enjoyed the first section more.
With this one, I think that was intentional.
Very much so. Like I really liked the first one. The second one is incredible. I know I was a bigger fan of the first one than you were. The second one we pretty eye to eye on as far as like it's badass. This one, yeah, just like I think ultimately the tone is what is off me. The first two movies, I calling them movies. The first two sections feel like Predator.
Yeah.
Like I think they get the tone and the vibe
like a
and
50s like World War II movie a little bit.
Yeah, like this one is in the universe of the Predator.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, no, like this is like more of a good. This is Shane Black's World War II Predator.
Yeah, no.
I wonder if they'll ever let him do another Predator movie.
I hope
but yeah. So and also the other thing is because like at this point I'm wanting to see like okay let's see how they're gonna wrap it up like with all of them together.
Yep.
And
then exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
Yep, and it felt pretty rushed.
Yeah, like I said, I already said I just don't like the premise.
Mm-hmm.
But in execution, having these three characters interact was pretty funny, at least.
Yeah, no, there was some decent. I liked all of the fighting between the samurai and the Viking was cool as fuck.
And then they give it's funny because they give Torres. They're like, we'll give you each a weapon of your tribe.
Yeah.
And they give him the flintlock pistol from fucking 2 and Prey that this franchise is now obsessed with for some reason.
With that one. Can we have one where somebody I want to see the in Alien vs Predator 3 they better bring back the fucking the spear, the alien spear.
You know, it would have been funny. Yeah, they should. That should show up somewhere.
Yeah.
What would have been funny is if they would have given her axe, the samurai his sword, and they gave Torres the fucking Ventura minigun from Predator 1, and he just mows down every single predator around him because they didn't understand like Earth weapons.
Gets them all. That's true. Yeah, no, like I'm surprised they didn't give him. That's why they didn't give him like a modern gun.
Yeah,
for sure. Fucking. What if? Well, actually, I was expecting them to like maybe spit out a car or something.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I was expecting like a little like World War II style pistol. Like,
yeah, I was
maybe
expecting
making more
a Tommy
World War
gun.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy gun would have made sense. Yeah, no, there's some pretty good fighting here between them.
Mm-hmm.
I like how the Viking woman goes out.
Yeah,
like she sacrifices herself.
I think my favorite part of this whole thing was them like trying to communicate through not speaking the same language at all. Not even
the
close.
language barrier made sense.
Yeah. They did the classic guy doesn't understand language, so guy says funny, goofy thing to other guy joke that you see in a million things.
Because Torres like knows a little bit of Japanese from the
training,
war. Yeah.
But they fight a big cool alien like predator monster that we've never seen. From whatever planet they got that from.
They fight some giant like hulking thing, and Torres gets stuck. Very Men in Black 1. Yeah. Like in its belly, and that's
very Men in Black 1. Yeah.
That's how it gets. Yeah, no, and it's played off for goofs. And I'm like, no, he would just be dead. Like that's the thing. Like
I was like oh shit, he died.
After just really like the intensity and like the seriousness. Like when people die in this movie, it's intense. Like I feel like the deaths for the most part aren't played for jokes.
The reason the bullet is the weakest part is because, as it turns out, Torres is the comic relief character of this movie, and you don't find out until this last scene.
Yeah, no, that like he's the goofy guy of this squad.
You don't need a comic relief character. At least I don't. I usually just find them irritating. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I think that honestly, if they were going to borrow anything from anything else, like here's what I would have done. Maybe they would have been like, replace the bullet with another era, whatever we were talking about, the World War I or like cowboys, whatever, like an actual badass person, and then maybe have it be like there is a predator that's thrown the like because remember they have that beat up predator. That they blow the head up. Like maybe they throw that guy into the battle too. Like if you defeat these other three, then like you'll gain your honor back or whatever. Yeah. And then they all decide to work together
to fight.
And
this new predator.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think they convince. If it were me, it'd be like that predator that that they would throw into the battle, like in the arena, that was like a traitor or whatever, that Predator just flies them out of there.
Yeah. Oh,
and there you
cool.
go.
And then they have the Predator buddy for the series.
Well, you don't need that, but here's the thing. I'm just trying to give them a reason to, because the only reason I think that they have fucking Johnny Torres in here is to give them an excuse to be like, well, he's a pilot, and that's why he can fly the ship.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I think that's the only, like, on paper reason that he needs to be who he is.
I think it's lame that they get away. I think.
Yeah, me too. I
wanted them to kill the big bad one. I don't like the sequel bait. I'm gonna be honest. I never do. It always sucks the air out of an ending.
It's a little lame. I'm kind of looking at it more into isolation. Like when I saw Dutch Danny Glover and Amber, the girl from Prey. Yeah. Like I was like, oh, that's like a fun little Easter egg, but
yeah,
I don't know. As long as they keep it in anime, when they do Predator Killers 2, as long as they keep all of those kind of like throwback dumb ideas in the animation, I'm fine.
Leave it in there. Yeah, yeah. But they get away, and the samurai's arm is cut off, and the Viking lady dies, and it's such obvious. Like it's not a. It's like there are a lot of very satisfying endings to character arcs, like specifically with the samurai, and honestly, the Viking one I think was the best, like
best ending
resolution for a character, because she like her saying "Don't avenge me" is fucking sick. Like like wow, an arc.
But
yeah, no, they get away, and it's like oh, we're gonna do more of these with these characters for some reason.
We're gonna bring these guys back.
So as far as we know, we're in like the distant future. So that samurai's getting a robot arm, right?
That is the only way
I'm calling this now. There's literally no other option. He's not dying from that missing arm.
He's gonna have a Predator robot arm.
They're gonna give him a robot arm. They're gonna go to the space cafe from Spaceballs. They're gonna
they're gonna go to Weyland Yutani, and they're gonna hook him up with like with a milky arm.
Oh, what if we do an animated alien movie and these guys show up? Would that suck or would that be cool?
Samurai versus alien.
My sword, it melted.
No, actually, no. Just for him slashing at an alien, and for his sword to melt away, and him be like, "Oh, that's like the only, that's the only thing I want," because that would be cool. Yeah, I'm down with that. Oh wait, no, wait. Here's the shot. Like the samurai and Johnny Torres are in the middle of a bunch of alien eggs, right? And and then one of the facehuggers flies at him, and his sword, and it starts to melt.
Slices it, but he looks at his sword, and his sword is melting.
He gets a few, but he gets got because he gets a few of the facehuggers. Like he gets multiple of them, but then his sword falls apart at the last one, and it gets.
Oh shit! All right, this is happening.
It is. We're talking about it, and then Dan Trachtenberg is like right.
Clip that chat.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what they have. Like I said, like as far as like just this by itself, I had a lot of fun with this. Yeah. There's some really cool moments.
I'm glad I watched it.
I think the soundtrack is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Like I think like they reuse some they reused that to like good effect, and like some stings and stuff that I really liked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yeah,
check it out.
Fucking check it out. It's on Hulu, Disney Plus. Prop. And I think there's a lot to choose from.
Man, I wouldn't even. I want his like. This is a lame choice for a Predator movie because it's like sci-fi, but I want his like straight katana the
Predator has.
The Ronin has.
The Ronin has. Yeah, that's true. His
that sword is sick as fuck.
His more ninja sword. Yeah, it's pretty hype. I really like her shield.
Yeah, her broken shield slasher.
I want Predator blood on it though.
Yeah, painted on.
Yeah. One second. Predator Killers. Actually, wait, hold up. I want the. One second. Japan Predator. What is the samurai Predator? What does his staff look like? I don't know. He's got a lot of cool gadgets.
Yeah, he's got the chain thing. He's got a big spear thing.
Yeah, I love this shot.
That shot is rad. Yeah, all the screenshots look like a 2D movie, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a thing where it's like, that's
why the art style.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, you could pause any moment, and it's going to be
looks like a digital painting.
Yeah, and it's going to be something badass.
Did that say that this movie was animated in the Unreal Engine? Because that's like literally my first assumption when I saw it.
I bet it says in production. Hold up, production.
I was like, this movie looks like the Unreal Engine.
The film was animated using the Unreal Engine, one of the first feature films to do so, and drew stylistic influences from. Where's the Akira in there?
What?
Hold on. I didn't see a lick of it. And Netflix's Arcane.
Akira.
Which, I think maybe
what
okay.
Looked like
Akira,
anything like Akira in this movie?
Probably just in the sense of like there aren't a whole lot of movies to do like bodily dismemberment in animation.
Yeah.
So I can see them
blood,
looking at I can see them looking at Akira as reference for that because like there aren't really a whole lot of other examples.
That's fair.
Yeah, but no, it was done in the Unreal Engine, which makes sense. Like, hey,
it looks like a video game.
You animator at home, if you want to make a Predator movie.
I was also like, this is Unreal or this is like Blender or something.
Yeah, it's definitely semi-professional or like
consumer,
user-friendly, consumer prosumer.
Yeah,
I really liked, like I said, I really like the design of the pilot Predator with his how fucked up he is, and he's like got like an oxygen mask. But yeah, no, I'm sticking with her shield. I really like her shield. I want some Predator blood on it.
Neither of us picked anything from the Predators.
No, that's true. Well, like I said, I was considering his staff.
I guess you know what? I'll change mine. I want the spine cloak that the
from
Predator
the
has
boss
with
Predator,
the giant
that's true.
rib cage collar.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Wait, I want to show you real quick. That design reminded me, and he's in the first trailer. I'm not going to show you the second one, but in the first Predator Badlands trailer, we see like the the boss. He's fighting a boss Predator, and it looks a lot like.
Oh yeah.
Or he kind of looks like.
Oh, it does kind of look like that.
Yeah. One second.
Kind of got the same like bone armor.
Yeah, the same kind of bone armor, similar kind of like definitely an older Predator.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Oh, his arm's cut off. You see that shit?
No, it says click to exit full screen for me.
Oh. One second. His the Predator on the ground's arm's cut off. See that shit?
Yeah, that's cool.
Right there.
I don't know how I feel about this new one. I hope it's good.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
Looks like a straightforward. I know they're all action movies, but having a Predator as the protagonist. I mean, I know you got to keep the franchise fresh. I'm a skeptical man. You know this about me.
Yeah. Well, it'll be fun to talk. Here's the thing. Even if the movie's bad, I'm looking forward to the episode on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
have a lot to say no matter what.
Yeah, no matter how this movie turns out.
Yeah.
there's gonna be for that episode I'm gonna have like a fucking cork board with like yarn and thing like this is from this movie and this is like we'll see. Yep. I'm trying to think of like what are some crazy people that could show up from the AVP movies that are in that. What if they have the Ripley clone?
Yeah, I was thinking they could do Ripley, but
but the Ripley clone specifically, the one with superpowers,
they're gonna digitally de-age Sigourney Weaver.
What if they have the newborn from what if they caught the newborn from Romulus in space and threw him in the freezer?
They'd be like, "What the fuck is this thing?"
Yeah, this thing isn't really good. That's true. They could probably. It's just a spindly, fucking deformed fucker.
Like what? The Ripley clone would be fucking nuts. Taking a character from fucking Alien 4 or whatever.
It takes place like hundreds of years in the future.
And just make the movie expecting everyone to fully understand the backstory for this character. Like everyone's seen it.
You know, this conversation's reminding me of. This is reminding me of at the end of The Predator when there's been like a big Predator box that we don't know what it was in the whole time. Yeah. And remember how they were building it up to and then we looked it up and the filmmakers also didn't know what the fuck it was going to be.
Yeah.
It ended up being the Iron Man suit, but it could have been Ripley, it could have been Dutch, it could have been an alien, I thought it was going to be like a xenomorph. I thought a xenomorph was going to pop out that motherfucker.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But anywho, yeah. So yeah, but folks at home, definitely, it's very worth checking out. I don't know if it's getting any kind of physical release. If I would definitely be interested in seeing the behind the scenes of them developing it and early. I honestly want to know. I just want the filmmakers to go through a list of all the eras they were considering.
Yeah.
I knew that Samurai was there for a while.
We'll get more.
Yeah, we'll get more, but yeah, no, it's on Hulu, Disney Plus. If you have both, watch it on fucking Disney Plus. You'll have less problems. Yes. We're not going for the Hulu sponsorship.
We won't get it anyway. We're not gonna get the Disney Plus sponsorship. Are you kidding me?
No, but we could get Tubi.
We will get Tubi.
We will get Tubi. But yeah, this has been Midnight Movie Gang. It's currently 9:25 p.m. Night Movie Gang. Joseph, thank you so much for being on again. And look forward to seeing you in a few weeks, my man.
Hell yeah.
By the way, I was gonna say when the AVP 3 comes out, we're gonna see it together in person.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna record in person. I'm gonna fly to you, you'll fly to me.
Yep, we'll figure it out. God damn it, we will see that together.
We will. All right. And bye everybody. Bye.
So here we go. With child expectations and complexes, the police are searching for James Thomas, believed to be the lover of Miss Williams, and her partner in the horrible murder of Walter. Grant everybody that I'm here to hold on. Oh, please tell me where this going. Please tell me. Sorry, I don't know. How long is it? How long is it I got in here? Please take us to Albany on 6 o'clock train tonight. What do you think? Special agent, special agent.